Good morning, YouTube. It is day 10 here at Misool. Today we're going to do some more diving, of course. I think Megan wants to sleep in, so I might be diving on without her in the morning. But supposedly we're going to go to Magic Mountain this afternoon, but hopefully we can see some manta rays. That would be fantastic. There's a crane. Sorry, my attention is being drawn to this crane. I'm watching him fish. Come on. Get something. It's pretty windy this morning, so hopefully that means the waves won't be too big, but I think it's going to be a little bit rough. They said it's going to get really windy over the next few days, so this might be kind of the last nice day of diving before we get out of here. So hopefully that's not true. Hopefully it stays nice, but we shall see. So far it's pretty calm, thankfully. So we'll see what happens, and I'm gonna go get first breakfast, so we'll see you guys diving. Yeah, get it on. Carry on. The waves were so strong last night, they said they removed one of the sides of the jetty. So you can see there's only one side of the jetty right now. Ooh, wind's really strong right here. Oh man, I hope we have good weather. This could suck. Alright, done with breakfast number one and going off for dive number one. We'll see how this goes. Alright, just got back from first dive, and it rained while we're gone, and you can hear some thunder in the background. Wind's still pretty strong, so they decided to change the second dive to a different location, partly because the current's pretty strong. So we'll see how that goes. Didn't see a whole lot of anything new on the first dive, just a lot of the same stuff, but still it's awesome. I mean, come on, it's still badass. So 2 more dives. First one's going to be, or the first of the last 2 is going to be the south side of this island that we're at, Batbitim. And then the next one's going to be at Magic Mountain. So definitely don't want to miss Magic Mountain. Might be the last chance we have to see manta rays. So, alright, so we're going to go grab second breakfast and eat some good stuff, then go back diving. So hopefully the weather doesn't get too crappy. Although it sounds like this might be kind of what we're expecting for the rest of the trip, which sucks. So, but we've had it pretty good. Most of the days here have been pretty sunny, so can't complain. Alright, let's go get breakfast. Second breakfast.
So we just watched footage of a gorgeous manta ray. Sabine is the resident expert here at Misool on mantas and is very involved in their preservation. Sabine, we saw which type of manta ray?
So on your dive, you guys encountered a beautiful female reef manta known as Manta alfredi. So mantas are very closely related to sharks, basically a giant flat shark. They're very long-lived, living probably 40 years or more, and they reproduce very, very slowly, so only producing one individual pup maybe every 3 to 5 years at best, and they take many, many years before reaching sexual maturity. So even removing a small amount of mantas from the population can have severe consequences, and what we've seen in the last 30 years is dramatic population declines around the world. Believe it or not, people actually fish manta rays around the world, but now that they're harder to find, the fisheries has basically collapsed, but people are still hunting them. Not because of the meat, but because their gills are sold in traditional Chinese medicine and fetch up to $700 a kilo at the markets in Hong Kong. It's not a traditional remedy because it's only been around for 30 years, but it's people trying to capitalize, I think, on their kind of uniqueness and just to line their own pockets, basically. So Wild Aid, that's our 401(c) partner in the US. We have a foundation, we have a lot of different projects, but one of the projects that I work closely with is the Manta Project. And basically we collect data on mantas, and a lot of that is actually just photo IDs and videos. We have over 660 reef mantas now in our database, and probably over 500 oceanic mantas, separate manta species as well. So over 1,000 mantas in our Raja Ampat population, which is really exciting. We also do tagging, satellite tagging, acoustic tagging to monitor their migration patterns, how far they travel, where they go, and then we collaborate with other nonprofits sharing data, and then we use that data to leverage it against the government for stricter rules and protection. And so far it's worked really well in Indonesia because Raja Ampat is a shark and ray sanctuary, and since 2014 all mantas are protected in Indonesian waters, so it's the world's largest manta ray sanctuary.
We just wanted your reaction.
Gina, tell us about your experience.
It was awesome.
We're like, we gotta get Gina on camera.
I know, I'm still in shock. It was so incredible. It was so beautiful.
Oh man.
It was a marine biologist's dream, put it that way. It couldn't have been any better.
We got beautiful footage of it.
Oh yeah, we were just checking it out. It's unbelievable.
Awesome.
Unreal.
Awesome.
Absolutely unreal.
Well, I definitely learned my lesson. Should not have done 3 dives back to back to back. My sinuses blew up and I couldn't equalize my right ear for the last 10 minutes of that dive, so I kind of kept having to go up to like 15 feet, and then finally after a few minutes would equalize, I would go back down, and then immediately it would get to where it stopped equalizing again. So that's kind of sucked. So unfortunately that third dive kind of was a bust for me. The current was really strong, so fighting current, dealing with a busted ear and sinus pain just was not a good one, but that's okay because the manta rays earlier today totally makes up for everything, so that's the good news. But we're gonna go drink because we should celebrate seeing manta rays by drinking. Sounds like a reasonable plan to me. So that's what we're gonna do, and enjoy this beautiful day. Amazing scenery. Apparently an octopus has been sighted. We're in the hunt.
Oh wait, video. Video.
Oh yeah, there he is.
No, I don't need to be careful now.
We will tape you for a long time.
Whoa, look at him change colors.
Oh my God, look at him, he's so cool.
Look at me, hashtag. You got me in there. You get me in there.